Hello, friends, back with another monkey update here on Saturday. And market cap's pretty flat at 256,000, up above about 2% over the last 24 hours. So we definitely look like we've bottomed out here, which is a good place to be now that we have a nice floor. There's more time to add to your bag, and the community ultimately decides how high we're going to go. And if we make that comeback, and I think we're here and we're energized and we are actually in a good spot, the bottomed out coin with a good narrative and community is what we should all be looking for in terms of investments. And I think it's just a matter of time before we start picking up more attention on CT as folks kind of look to rotate into more long-term cult plays instead of the new pairs, which are just a mess right now. And so this is, to me, a perfect setup for anyone that's looking for a nice community of bag workers. Great entry point. A whale bag is super cheap right now, and the community is still scooping up monkey at these cheap prices. And I just want to emphasize that monkeys will live on as long as the community doesn't quit, which is great because we have a great community. So we actually determine how far we go with this, how high we go, and ultimately if we make that run to the billions that we're all expecting with Monkey. So again, it's not just buy and hold. That is important, and we need folks to do that, but it's buy, hold, and work your bag. And I think that's the key is by working our bags, keeping attention on Monkey, reaching out to bag workers, influencers, friends and family, whoever we can onboard, the more we get of that and we get the right type of holders, I think the further we go. And I think, again, this is the perfect setup. And I think we will run. And when we run, it's going to be sustained because of the quality of the holders right now. So let's just not quit. Let's keep on working and pushing. And I think we're going to make it. We're in the right coin right now. We just need to keep on pushing it and getting that attention that we need here. It just takes a bit of attention from the right folks, even one person who makes a difference and is a public figure maybe, or a lawn comes back, any type of catalyst or spark is what we need here at this point. All right, let's look at the news and looking here. Altcoin Daily says Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong says likely the Market Structure Clarity Act will pass early next year. I'd say crypto is actually the most bipartisan issue in DC right now. So that's great news that the Market Structure Clarity Act will pass, it looks like, and we're seeing that from multiple sources. And that just makes it so that more folks will get into crypto, more companies and banks and others will be willing to deal with crypto companies. And this is just a really great step forward. And I know Brian Armstrong's been working hard on this and others as well in Washington. So this is great news here. Lil Toro says real money doesn't come from trading, it comes from waiting. And I think we're definitely at the point in the cycle where the new pairs are a mess, like I said. It's hard to find anything good. And when there is something good, multiple coins are made with the same name, and it's hard to know which one might run, and they vamp each other, and it's not a good spot. So he says real money doesn't come from trading, it comes from waiting. And I think that's how I feel with Monkey is that I'd rather just keep on adding to my Monkey bag and waiting and working that bag until we reach our goals. So I think that's better than trading. Trading should be infrequent in my opinion, especially in this market. And unless you're really skilled at it and spend a lot of time looking at charts and um, making calculated moves, it's better to buy, hold, wait, shill. Art Jeremy says, if you're still here, you have my respect. These last few months haven't been easy, but we keep going. And I'll say the same for the monkey community. Those of you that are still here, I definitely have respect for you. And I know it has not been easy, but we're still working. We're still pushing forward. And I think it's going to feel a lot better once we have the green on the chart, which I think is coming. We just need to be patient and keep going. Rodney, along those same lines, says you didn't come this far to give up now. Keep going. Everything is going to work out. And I think that's true for the monkey community. I think it's going to work out well when we make our comeback, which I think is inevitable, assuming that we don't give up, we keep on pushing and adding more holders. GR5 says ignore all noise, work for your bags. That's what we need to do, is not get discouraged, not let up at all, but continue working and continue pushing and shilling and ignore the noise, people saying crypto's dead, people flooding monkey maybe even. I think we just need to keep on working, and that's the key here. Dawn posted here, every cycle has a moment where belief is tested, not by price going up, by time moving sideways. Wealth isn't made in excitement, it's made by those who stay patient while everyone else gets bored. So we need to remain patient as monkey holders and keep on working. And like you said, there's a moment where belief is tested. And if you're still holding monkey and still believing in it, then I think we're going to make it. We just need to make sure we add more folks like this that believe, have some conviction, and are long-term holders. Cal says approaching the point in the market where the guy who forgot he owned crypto outperforms the guy who stares at 10 indicators across 30 charts per minute for 12 hours a day. He's kind of saying just buy it and let what happens happen. And I think, obviously the guy who forgets and is in the right coin, he's going to make money, but also the person who's in the right coin and just buys it and doesn't sell and keeps working. I think that person's going to make more money than the person who's looking at the charts, because you know what happens when you look at charts? You start seeing other things and thinking, oh, I'm just going to hop in here real quick, make some money, then rotate back to monkey. It doesn't always work out like that, right? You end up with less monkey, in my experience. So a good post here. Essentially, doing nothing right now, you're going to outgain those who are constantly trading in most cases. CoinMarketCap says Citian analysts put Bitcoin 12-month price base case at 143,000, driven by anticipated ETF interest and regulatory clarity, with a bullish scenario of 189,000 and a bearish one of 78,500. So this is bullish. The Citi analyst, the base case is 143,000, which would be a nice increase from where it is now. So in general, I think folks are bullish on crypto, and we should need to make it through this dip right now. Another one from Jeremy says, I miss the days where we had multiple new runners every single day. Now it's just 99% rugs all over. Make meme coins great again. Bring back the trenches. And I think everybody's kind of wanting to go back to where they're runners. And I think people might not even know it, but they need a nice animal runner like Monkey, where everybody wins, everybody feels good about it. There's no weird holders in. It's nice, clean, fresh slate. I think if we keep working, we're gonna get the right folks, and more people need Monkey than they even realize. Shiv posted here and said, those I've realized those that obsess over money often make less of it, when those obsess over discipline tend to make progress in every area possible. So I think this is a good post here and applies to Monkey because, obviously we want to make Monkey, and that's why we're in the coin, or make money, I should say. That's why we're in the coin. But if we just focus on being disciplined, posting every day, um, buying every day, just being real disciplined and staying positive, I think we'll make progress as a coin. And instead of just worrying about the market cap all the time only, right? Just be consistent. That's all we can do. Binance founder CC says every dip some people think is the end of time. Time continues. I think over time our crypto investments are going to be profitable, whether it's Bitcoin or down to the meme level, like with our monkey. I think time continues. The dip is not the end of the world if you're holding a coin that you believe in. Tezo says to every Chad working for their bags, grinding and showing up consistently, your life is going to change real soon. I appreciate the monkey community members that are still here and showing up and grinding consistently. That's the key. Consistency is key. Conviction is key. And now's the time to believe in something and push forward. And our lives are going to change. I really believe Monkey is our best opportunity for that 1000x that we were looking for. Shiv has another post here. Going to be interesting to see the main characters of CT that are born from this part of the cycle. Now's the time where something like Monkey could have an epic run and be one of those coins that everybody talks about years down the line as being that runner that everybody should have seen. And if you're a holder here now, you're already in, and we just need to continue and push forward. Orange says people comparing prediction markets to meme coins are so retardios. I want to see how you can turn 5K to 1 million in one prediction market trade, because one meme coin trade it's possible. And so that's what we're looking for. We have the right coin here. We just need to hold, chill, and get more attention on Monkey. Stajan says, if you can see this, pay close attention. Almost 99% of crypto traders are gone by now. Find the accounts that are still active in these market conditions. This reset was needed. The noise is gone, quality rises, and it's finally easier to navigate the space. This is where the winners are still standing. Whatever you do, don't give up on this space. And I think that's key for Monkey. Don't give up. We're still standing. We're still pushing. Community's still here. The main characters are still here. And I think we're going to make it. We have gotten mentions from Mitch, Sling. Others have responded to us. Patty Ice has responded at times. So folks know of the Monkey coin. And in this type of market, it's easier to get noticed because so many communities are completely dead. So don't give up. Let's keep on grinding. Tezo says you should never sell for a loss. You either hold to 100x or zero. Only the disciplined profit. The rest just watch. Grind, hold, win. So that's where I'm at with Monkey. I'm not selling for a loss at all. We're waiting for the big gains that we know are coming. We put in all this work. Project's good. Mindshare's good. Narrative's good. Community's good. Everything's good still. So let's keep on holding and pushing. Vivek Sen says Senator LUMMIS says the Bitcoin crypto market structure bill is about to pass soon. We're ready to roll. So we saw Brian Armstrong also mentioning it, and all signs point to this thing being a go. And we just need to be patient. Extremely bullish for crypto over the next 3 years. Sammy says not taking risks is the biggest risk, no debate. And I would hate to be Monkey Land right now. Yes, meme coins and Monkey specifically are risky, and that you don't know specifically what's going to happen. You can have a great community, great coin, great narrative, and it doesn't run. Now the Monkey is different because we have the community that's still active and still pushing, but it's a risk, right? We know it's a risk, but not taking the risk when you know it could run, to me that's the biggest risk. So I agree with Sammy here. Cooker says scared money don't make money. Now's the time to grab what you can afford of Monkey, hold it, and encourage the others, keep on chilling, and that's how we're going to make our money. Max Crypto, I thought this was a good post. He says crypto market is top. Bitcoin is going below 30,000. All coins will face the same fate as .com bubble companies. There will be no new all-time high for the next 3 to 5 years. Crypto's ruined my life. And he says, I've been seeing a lot of this lately, and this makes me happy. Remember, every rally starts in pain and doubt. So now's the time. And we see folks feeling this way about strong community coins like Monkey. And now's the time. And every rally starts with this type of attitude. And so for Monkey, I think sky's the limit. We have folks that are discouraged maybe and thinking it's never going to go up. Now's the time where we really make that money. Vivek Sen says billionaire Kevin O'Leary says trillions will come in Bitcoin once the market structure bill passes. It's coming. So we saw earlier folks saying that it's going to be passing soon. And Kevin O'Leary thinks the effect's going to be trillions coming into Bitcoin, which is extremely bullish. Andy Leon talks about red candles and says red candles scare normies, pros see opportunity, and I'm wanting Monkey to go up. Obviously, I'd rather the market cap be higher, but if it's low, if it's red, and it's a good buy, I'm going to keep on buying. And so I definitely see this as an opportunity. Um, Red candles are a bit scary still, but we see the opportunity here with Monkey, and we've already put in all the work to get that mind share, to get, you know, in front of everybody. Everybody's seen Monkey at this point on CT, and that's a huge value. And I think that helps us run hard and have a sustained run when we send. LJC says, I miss the days when we had a multi-milli runner, and on the first days, all the GCs I'm in would be charting and trying to find entries on the retrace before the next leg up. Now we have 200 betas and 250 vamp attempts instead. Can all calls unite and make runners great again? I think we've been shilling to so many calls and other traders. To me, it makes sense that Monkey could be that runner that we all rally around. And we just need uh, a couple bigger names to come in and shill it. And I think we can definitely send it. We don't have to have that, but that would help us get to where we're going quicker is by having some of these calls that we've been shilling buy in and decide to buy and hold and not sell. Finally, ZRX Bossman says this is the bit of the cycle where you really need to be doubling down. The competition pool has thinned out. There's a lot more room to shine. And so Monkey, this is our opportunity to shine. A lot of projects and communities are completely dead. Monkey is one of the few that survived and at a nice low market cap, but a good floor. And now's our time to shine. We just need to keep on pushing and doing new things. I've thought about streaming or something like that, or we talked about doing spaces. Maybe something like that we could start doing, getting in the habit of doing that. But just keep on grinding, keep on creating the memes, posting. It's not all in vain. I think it's going to lead to us running and running hard when the time is right. So we just need to be patient and keep on moving forward. Sorry for the long video. Thank you if you've listened this far all the way to the end. Have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.